Where am I looking?
At the camera.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Are we rolling?
Yep.
All right. Hi, Andy. So here's a little appreciation video for you because someone told me that the end of the month was Pastor Appreciation Month. That someone was your wife, Danielle. And she reached out to me and wanted me to kind of do something to show my appreciation to you. And I was like, well, of course. And it was the whole youth group, and we wanted to make this video. Thanks, Matt. Matt's behind the camera. Say hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Okay, and well, we wanted to make this video, and basically that's it. So I'm just gonna say a few nice words, and so are several of the other youth group members, and even past youth group members. So Quincy, we have a question for you.
What?
What is your favorite memory about Andy? What is your favorite Andy memory?
I like when I pushed him around.
You like pushing Andy around?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, no, he's nice to me, and that's what I like.
Oh my gosh, I have so many.
Pick one. We're limited.
Maybe it's just when I first met him, he was just like so kind. And you were like, oh, you're gonna love my youth pastor. And like I was getting nervous to meet new people, but then I met Andy and then everything just ran so smoothly and I just love this entire church. So every moment with Andy is a wonderful memory.
My favorite Andy memory is probably when I think I was like 14 at the time. We're on a mission trip in Boston. I'm sick. I get sick on the mission trip. He has a thermometer to check my temperature, and he's gonna remember this. And he gives me the thermometer to check my temperature, and I put it under my armpit because that's how I did it in my household growing up. And he's like, "What are you doing, Joe?" Like he expected me to put it in my mouth, but it was just a funny moment. I'm sick. I'm completely fatigued, but we had a good laugh.
Ooh, there are a lot of those. All right, let me think. So, one of my favorite Andy memories was when Andy.
I don't know.
Yeah, there are really not many.
There's not. No, when I threw up on him.
Oh.
What?
When I was a baby, when he first carried me, I threw up on him. And now he calls me Pukey, that's why.
That is
I honestly love that.
We'll save this question for later.
Okay.
I have my favorite memory. I have my favorite memory, sorry. Alright, so my favorite memory was actually really recently, back in like July, when Andy baptized me. It was a really cool moment, and it's when I felt closest to him, so yeah.
Aw, that's beautiful.
Yeah, alright, now you can go.
All right, get out.
Oh, I know my favorite memory.
Okay, well.
Don't break the camera. Yeah, it's not my camera either.
What's your favorite memory, Matt?
When he recorded the guitar part for Beach at Sunset, one of my songs.
So next interviewee, Matt, fall please, so I can get it on video. Now, hold the camera because you're good at that.
Okay.
Wow. Everyone's trouble question.
Because there's so many.
I know.
There's so many things. It's really, yeah, I have to say. It's so many, it's really hard to pick out just one.
Aw, well that's nice.
When we're outside doing s'mores and it was just like really fun. There were inflatables and stuff. Really fun time.
So there was this one time Andy showed his true colors, and he actually hates black people. He threw me on the ground, right? And he held my arms back and stopped me from moving on Black History Month because I was black. I still remember that vividly. I couldn't move, I was stuck there.
My favorite memory with Andy is when and this actually corresponds to Ronsdale's statement, when I took the picture of him with Rondell on the floor, put the caption March 1st under it, because that's the end of Black History Month, and it was really funny, and he was dead for a good dying of laughter for a good 5 minutes. It was really funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
The biggest memory I have here was my first retreat, how long ago was it? A month ago maybe? And we got to just hang out and fellowship more, and I got to meet some new people,
So any nice words about Andy?
I like that you're nice, and I like that you don't get angry a lot.
Andy has always been there and is such a great leader. He's a good leader to leaders, but also just first and foremost a great leader to the teams, and always has their best interests at heart. So it's a pleasure to be still a part of this youth group even after graduating from it many years ago.
That's great.
Thanks,
All right,
Andy.
Stop the video. That's so sweet. Okay, do you have any nice words you have to say about him?
No.
He's short. Super tall. Forget the short. Super strong. Is he blonde?
I think he's like dirty blonde.
Is he dirty blonde?
He's like brown.
Brown. You're a brunette. Yeah, okay.
He's a kind guy.
Kind guy?
Yeah, very tall, 6 foot. Great pastor. Yeah.
Oh, Andy? See, I'm the one guy in youth group that doesn't make fun of him for being short. I think Andy is a well-heighted individual. You know, he's, you know, nice, strong, huge. He could be a bodybuilder if he wanted. He's really cool. But overall, Andy's a really cool guy. He did a lot for me, whether that's in my personal life, Christian life, just a lot for me in general.
And he's been a great person. I think he's an amazing.
Cut! Andy's not a great guy.
He's a great youth pastor, and it's amazing to watch all of the children who, through his whole time as being a youth pastor, have grown to be strong Christians, people who love Christ, and like to have fun.
In my opinion, I think Andy's really kind, really sweet. He cares about everyone in this church, and I feel like he is the best pastor. Go Andy!
Thank you for being in my life. You kind of changed me because I used to like go to church because my mom would force me. Now I want to go because, yeah.
I get that. You bet. A few nice words I have to say to Andy is, Andy, you're always so you. You're always there to listen, I'd say, and I feel like that's the nicest thing about it. And I don't feel pressured whenever I have to talk to you, and I feel like it's so nice, you know. A lot of pastors in general, sometimes they can seem scary, but you're so easy to approach and talk to, and I just want to say thank you. And I'm so grateful that I could bring my friends to this church, and they just love it. How long have you known Andy?
I've known him since I was a little baby.
When did you first meet Andy?
I first met Andy, guess how many years ago?
15.
13.
13 is, I think, exactly right.
Oh!
I think it was 13 years. Wait, no. It was like 12 years ago, something like that.
So, when did you first meet Andy? Or should I say, when did Andy first meet you?
When I was born, so 18, almost 19 years ago.
I've basically known Andy all my life ever since I was born. He held my sister when she was born, which was kind of cool. But yeah, I basically knew Andy ever since I could remember. So.
When did you first meet Andy?
I met him last year on VBS, so that was how long ago was that? That was like a good
Oh wait, that was like
year.
a year ago.
That was a year
Actually,
ago.
to be exact, it was a year and 2 months.
Wow, that was a long, long, long time ago.
When he was born.
Andy was young. I was in youth group a long time ago. Yeah, I think I was like in 5th grade, and he was probably 4.
It's been a bit over a year now, I think. Yeah. First met him when I came to church, like my first service year.
I'm pretty sure I first met Andy when I was in 3rd or 4th grade because we were hopping through many different churches, and none of them had the interactive feel that this church had with Andy and his youth pastor skills. So.
Hello. My favorite memory of Andy. You know, I definitely say my shoe going into the toilet. Highlight, but it's also the special moments. Quincy, can you open that door a little softer? Thank you, come on.
I think some of the best things come in small packages. Okay? Like when we get a diamond ring, it's a little tiny package. So you can't go buy big stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Andy's a diamond ring. He's kind of got a point there. He's like the little pearl in
Well, I just want you to know, Andy, how much we really appreciate you. Oh, sorry, appreciate you. Well, I knew it was something like that.
So, I'm gonna ask you some questions. You know how this goes, right? How long have you known Andy?
Since I was this young.
That many. That's a lot, many. So, my other question is, do you have any favorite memories with Andy?
I like the one where he like preaches and like he brings people to Jesus.
Do you have any nice words to say about him?
You're really hot. Okay.
My name is Josh. Josh, please back up.
Josh, back up.
Back
What?
up so the
Back
microphone.
up.
There you go. Thank you, Josh. Love you, Josh.
Alright, so Josh, tell us, when did you first meet Andy?
I think when I was like not able to walk.
You were a baby?
Yes, when I was a baby.
Hey, baby gang.
So, tell me, do you have any favorite memories?
I like them all about
Oh,
with
that's
Andy.
so emotional.
Yeah.
Did not sound convincing.
That sounded so mean.
Tell me some nice words about Andy.
He's funny, very funny,
Funny?
and he helps a lot.
Aw.
He does a lot.
You're so nice.
Besides Dorothy, she's just not nice. She had no nice words for Andy.
Same.
Hey. So I'd say it's definitely also the emotional and one-on-one moments with Andy as well, because those are the ones where you really get to know him. Like when you see Andy first, he's this fun, energetic pastor, but really when you get to know him and just how he is with you individually, it's really emotional, and it does touch deep into your heart that someone could listen so well and just understand your problems, because it's hard to find adults that really relate to you and listen to you.
And I was only teasing you when I said that I didn't want to be on the search committee for a new youth pastor eventually because I did such a lousy job the last time. I didn't really mean that. I think I did a great job. One of the few good things I've done, as a matter of fact, in the last certain number of years. Or maybe one of the best anyway. So you married very well, you got lucky. You got a wonderful dog. And a real cute kid who does not take after you, fortunately. And just because the kid's name is Jackson doesn't necessarily mean that the mailman was Jack. Anyway, if I say any more, I'll get myself in trouble. So Andy, it's your day. Congratulations, bud.
All right.
Dude, that was
I
fun.
have known Andy for about 12 years now, ever since he first started being a youth pastor after the last guy left.
We don't talk about the last guy.
Wow, I was gonna keep track. Yeah, Travis.
Wow, he's nasty.
What was the second question again?
Name dropping. What's your favorite memory?
My favorite memory of Andy? Ooh, okay, great memory. We were on the missions trip. I believe it was either 2018 or 2019, and it was the first time he took me, Sarah, Jess, and I think one other person. Oh, and I think it was Stanley as well. He took us to Spumoni Gardens for the very first time. And as of this right now, it's probably the best pizza spot that we had. And it was just such a great time to just chill. Andy, you went from someone who was just the youth pastor of a church that I used to go to. And at this point, you are truly one of my closest friends. And I would not be the man of God I am today without you. So with that being said, thank you. And I'm coming for your job. No, I'm just kidding.
Happy Pastor Appreciation Month, Andy. I met Andy 6 years ago, my first VBS, and he has changed my life for the better, and I thank God for that every day. He has made me such a better person, and one of my favorite memories I have with Andy is probably him joking around, because I'm a very easy target. So he loves to grab my phone, throw it in the garbage, take my shoe, put it in the toilet, but it's all jokes, fun, and games. And we just appreciate and love you so much, and thank you for all you do for all of us. Happy Pastor Appreciation Month.
I first started coming to youth group 4 weeks ago, and my first impression was that it was just a place to have fun, but it's really more than that. It's really a place to learn about Jesus while having fun too. So we kind of like connect, we use analogies of things we actually like and things that are modern today, and we connect it to Jesus. My favorite thing about Andy, or something that he said that was my favorite, was that on earth, this is a battle for our soul. It's a battleground for our soul, and we really are fighting to kind of stay in heaven or hell, and obviously we don't want to stay in hell, so we just accept Jesus, and there you go, you in heaven. He's a really inspirational guy. Every word that he says really affects me, and I go home and I actually have to sit down and think about this. Sometimes I take a shower and the only thing I'm thinking about is what Andy said.
So yeah, started coming to this youth group around 2010, 2011, sophomore in high school. I've always felt like an outsider after I moved to Union, so this group was very interesting, where I can kind of socialize a little bit, have a little fun. Kevin Fonseca was the first friend I made in high school, and for him to open himself to this church, inviting me, and all the things that came from that, from being at Crossroads and that whole journey. And Andy, we definitely have a long history of watching my growth and you helping me in ways that a lot of people don't know. My favorite memory, it has to be that interaction at Planet Fitness, as stupid as it is, like out of context, it makes no sense. But yeah, that conversation we had in the parking lot, I guess for me, it was the beginning of my eternity, of my relationship with God. And for God to be able to put you in my life to help me find my way back to Him was very impactful. And, that's why you do this. That's the whole point of it, which is why I'm gonna want to do the same thing. Why Joe, Matt, and Mark, Andrew, Dan, we do this for the kids, to have them go after God themselves. And of course, I am a living testimony of the ministry God has placed in your life and worked through you. So definitely thank you for that. Some nice things. Honestly, no matter how serious our conversations are, we can still goof around and talk about the stupidest things, make some stupid jokes. They're dumb. Kids only see the polished jokes. I make such worse jokes, and I think Andy's one of the few people who's had the pleasure and the horror of those jokes. But yeah, you always wanting to be there, even if sometimes circumstances don't allow it. But that willing heart goes a lot farther than you would ever imagine. And I look forward to where God wants our friendship, our relationship to grow, the directions in which He has planned for us. And I know that as God is working through me, that you'll be a mentor type person. Yeah, a close friend, honestly, pointing me to God in so many ways that I can't even fit it in a 3-minute video, man. But thanks for all you do. Thank you for the love that you show us, because honestly, we know you by the love you share, the love that only comes from God. So thank you, man.
I met Andy it was 5 years ago. It was the humans versus zombies thing they had at the church was like a haunted house. It was actually really good for like a smaller budget, and I think I was in like 8th grade maybe, something like that. I was like 13 years old. It was a while ago. And favorite memory, me and Andy, probably when we were like driving to Keswick, like a little over a year ago. We were like, just like it was me, Liam, and Ben in the car with Andy. And we were just talking about life, and it was just a really nice moment. So it's probably my favorite memory. And yeah, just Andy's just the OG, you know. Just knowing that man forever, and he's taught me a lot of valuable life lessons, some that I will never forget.
Hey Andy, it's me, Andres, how you like to say. I'm just thankful for you being the wonderful youth pastor, etc. that you are. You've been there, no matter. You've listened to me talk. You've helped me out with things in the past, and I'm just grateful for you. And I'm glad that you're our youth pastor, and I'm really happy that you been able to, like, you know, go throughout these years and genuinely build up a better reputation for chaos. And I enjoy chaos. It's something I look forward to every single week. And I thank you, Andy. And yeah, we all love you, Andy. And yeah, peace out, Andy.
Hey Andy, I just wanted to also pop on here and just say what an incredible youth pastor I think you are. It's been so awesome to watch you grow as a youth pastor from the time that you started, and also being able to do it alongside of you has been incredible. Nobody knows about the hours and time that you put into the games and the counseling and your slides and your lessons, like I do, and I see it, and I know that it can be a thankless job sometimes, but you are just so passionate and you have so much to give, and these kids are so blessed to have you as their youth pastor, and we just all really love you, especially Dundee.
He's a really good pastor, and he's a really good therapist, and yeah, so I think he's a really good person, and I really hope that one day life will give him a blessing for being such a great pastor. And yeah, so kind. Thank you so much, Andy, for always being there for us, and always being, you're like a fun parent to me. You're like a third parent to me, and like, I just see you as family because, well, you're so much fun, and I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. So I just want to thank you that you helped me get to where I am right now, and I really hope that life will give you a really, really very nice gift. And yeah, so there are a lot of memories. I can't pick one. Maybe one of them, we all got to do the what do you mean and stuff, and it was so much fun, and we were all making, and we all had these creative ideas, and all those retreats, they were amazing. Even though I only went to 2 of them, they were still fun. And yeah, thank you, Andy.
So, Andy, thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for being just a great support for both the teens and also the youth leaders. And yeah, thank you for just being an awesome friend and mentor. So yeah, take care.